got an entourage. Well, you want me to shoot him?
Yeah. Go on, kid. Do me a favor. Come on. Do yourself a favor. Hit him.
Are you serious?
Hey, close the blinds.
All right, I'll shoot him.
Go.
Pow! Boom!
Rookies. Yeah, you want to get it done, you got to get it done yourself. All right, Jeff. You took fire coming through the door.
I need some time off, but... Okay, whoa, okay? Okay.
All right, you ready?
Kiss me, baby.
1.
Oh!
All right, listen. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove, okay? Here's a scenario. Mark and Paul, you kick the door. Jeff's the first one through. Roger opens fire, hits Jeff twice, right? Hey. You want to go to jail or you want to go home?
We got a problem.
All right, here's the scenario, all right? Let me quarterback this thing. Mark, Paul, you kick the door in. Jeff's the first one through. Roger opens fire, bang, bang, hits Jeff twice. Our new guy, Hoyt, he's in second, drops Roger with some fine shotgun work. Who shot Roger?
New guy came in spraying.
Paul.
Boot shot him.
What'd you guys see?
White blast.
Paul, call him up. You're gonna get a Medal of Valor for this.
I didn't shoot him,
Room full of cops said you did.
but I didn't. You did.
Once hailed as Officer of the Month, now Ryan Macklin has been charged as a sex offender, accused of raping a woman during a traffic stop last Thursday.
I'm very disturbed by these circumstances.
According to the charging document, his accuser told police Macklin pulled her over at about 1 a.m. in a Washington, D.C. suburb. The surveillance video capturing that moment. According to the woman, Macklin then ordered her to drive behind a nearby store, forcing her to perform oral sex. Eventually, a witness the alleged victim had called earlier arrived on the scene and Macklin left. Now, authorities say it may not be Macklin's first crime.
We have, during the course of the last 72 hours, also come into information which leads us to believe that there may be additional people impacted by this officer's conduct.
The alleged victim is an undocumented immigrant. Macklin has been suspended, stripped of his gun and badge. A 6-year veteran of the force, now facing years in prison.
It could be anything. But now a group of women who say that they had a very different reason to be afraid.
They say a menace wearing a badge. And right here tonight, both sides, that all-American cop and the women who were once too afraid to speak out.
And the bad cop, Patrolman Daniel Holdsclaw, is allegedly very bad indeed. He's not here to solve a crime, he's the suspect.
You have the right to remain silent. You understand that? Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Yeah, I've never been in trouble like this before.
It's 2 o'clock that morning, off duty, driving home in his police car, which many officers do in Oklahoma City. Holdsclaw makes a traffic stop.
Do you make traffic stops normally after work?
I don't, but in that case, I saw her swerve and whatnot.
Holdsclaw describes a routine stop. No ticket, just a warning about her expired driver's license.
I'm like, okay, I'm just off work, I'm tired. Get your license taken care of. I cut her loose after that.
Then where'd you go?
I went straight home.
He admits he never bothered to call it in, and in another violation of procedure, had shut down the communications and GPS tracking system in his patrol car, something he says he always did after work.
Did you run her on your MDT?
No, I didn't. All my stuff as far as that, because I didn't even call it in and say it was a traffic stop, my computer was off and everything as well.
But that female driver is telling police a very different story. She says the officer made her expose herself and sexually assaulted her right there in the back of his patrol car.
Put your hands on the wheel. Look at him.
I don't love you.
Mean it.
I don't love you.
Mean it!
I don't love you.
All right, come on. Give me a little sugar. Come on. Give me a little bit. It's okay. Don't cry. It's okay.
Now, do you have any guns or knives or anything I might get stuck with?
I'm wearing a cocktail dress. What do you think?
Be surprised some of the places I found weapons.
All right, listen. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove, okay? Here's the scenario. Mark and Paul, you kick the door. Jeff's the first one through. Roger opens fire, hits Jeff twice, right?
We make the big seizures, Jake. We make the big arrests. But if you're in my unit, you gotta be in it all the way or not at all. You understand me?
We're sorry, and we would appreciate if you just let us go with a warning, please.
Why you flashlight at? You're a cop. You're supposed to have flashlights. You got to shine somebody.
We got a problem.
You're amongst friends. I insist. My problem with you is way too pure, and you got way too much of it.
I was maliciously stalked by Officer Watts. I don't know what it was. Me and my family lived in the Ottby Wells homes for a long time, a long period of time. I was out visiting, going to visit. At this time, I was staying in Carpentersville, Illinois, in the suburbs. I was out visiting. On this day, this man destroyed my physical, mental stability. To this day, I wake up and dream of night terrors about the incident in general. He wanted me to tell on information about my family members and people who was around my family members was something that I didn't even know about because I was just visiting. The man gave me 52 bags of heroin. Each and every bag had fentanyl in it.
Each and every bag had fentanyl in it.
Americans. Our southern border is a pipeline for vast quantities of illegal drugs, including meth, heroin, cocaine, and fentanyl.
Cocaine and fentanyl.
Each and every bag had fentanyl in it.
He put the same drug on me, heroin, and I was on parole at the time, which means I had to go to the IDOC and fight my case from the penitentiary, sitting in a dog hole 24 hours a day, fighting a new case.
A few days ago, Attorney General Eric Holder made a sort of quiet announcement that the Justice Department was scaling back on a program that you probably never heard of. It's called Civil Asset Forfeiture. It's a fancy title that basically lets the federal as well as state and local governments take your money without charging you with a crime if they only think that money may have been used as part of some criminal activity. Now, over the years, the program has ballooned to the point that, according to a recent Washington Post investigation, more than $2 billion has been seized.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Reeby was driving down I-40 heading west through Putnam County when he was stopped for speeding. A Monterey police officer wanted to know if he was carrying any large amounts of cash.
And I said, around 20,000. And then at that point he said, do you mind if I search your vehicle? And I said, no, I don't mind. I certainly didn't feel I was doing anything wrong. It was my money.
That's when the officer confiscated the cash, $22,000 in all, based on his suspicion that it was drug money.
Why you flashlight at? You're a cop. You're supposed to have flashlights. You got to shine somebody.
We got a problem.
Buy your wife a minivan with that, put the kids through college. Give me that bag.
You know. The only checks I cash say LAPD on them, right?
Somebody didn't sleep through ethics, did they?
What's the matter? You don't want a piece of this? Huh?
Well, no. Right?
The search for a gunman who killed a Baltimore police officer is entering its 9th day. 18-year police veteran Sean Suter was gunned down in a vacant lot. He was shot the day before he was expected to testify in a high-profile corruption case involving other Baltimore police officers. He was shot the day before he was expected to testify in a high-profile corruption case
involving other Baltimore police officers.
Once the Ida B. Wells housing project, it was where a group of corrupt Chicago cops preyed almost risk-free on residents for most of a decade. Sergeant Ronald Watts was the ringleader. Residents accused him and his squad of extortion, filing false police reports, planting evidence, and assault.
If you didn't cooperate with him, you was going down. You was against him. You was against his operation and his way of getting money.
I would like to make a comment.
A city commissioner, Mike Gelin, took the microphone and called the deputy back.
Joshua Gallardo.
My line.
Can you come down for a second?
Gallardo is completely blindsided by what happens next.
You probably don't remember me, but you're the police officer who falsely arrested me 4 years ago. You lied on the police report. I believe you're a rogue police officer, you're a bad police officer, and you don't deserve to be here.
Gallardo's reaction? He gives an awkward thumbs up and walks away. The chamber is stunned into silence.
They robbed us. Highway robbery is what happened to us.
What happened to the poker players is not unique. Billions of dollars have been confiscated from motorists on America's interstates, and often they're not even charged with any crime. It's called civil confiscation, and as long as the police say that they believe the money is connected to illegal activity, they're allowed to take it, and then you have to fight to get it back.
You gonna shoot me, boys?
We got a problem.
And now she's suing.
These are on-duty deputy sheriffs humiliating and groping a female inmate. And it makes you wonder, were these guys ever trained?
The LaSalle County Sheriff's Office is so far not talking about the strip search because of the lawsuit.
How you kids doing, huh? Good? A lot of action around here today, huh? Going on vacation? Where you going? You hear me or what? Going on a trip? Where you going, kid?
That's what you get! That's what you get!
We got a problem.